lives now. I'm just going to wait a few minutes or a few seconds and see if anyone pops on so that we can get this up and running, because I've been thinking and there's a little bit of a delay, so I'm just going to wait a little bit. Wait until I get some people up on this live. See if anyone's here. Hey there, Helen. How you going? We'll wait for everybody to come on and get these notifications. Hello. Hey, everyone. Hey, you all. You're all streaming in now. Everybody share this link. Share this link now. If you're here, share it on your social media, because this needs to be said. This is something that it's Friday night here. I've been thinking about quite a few things and piecing a few puzzle pieces together. And I just got out of the shower and I was thinking, and I really need to say this because I've noticed a trend that's happening. So if you're here now, what I want you to do, it's Friday night here. It might be Friday morning where you are, or even an afternoon. So if you're watching, hello, I hope you're doing well. This is JCK from Quantum Truths JCK. What I want you to do is grab the link for this video and share it on your social media, because this needs to be said. If any of you could get a copy of this video and share it on your social media, please do. This is JCK here. There's something that needs to be said that's going on in this world at the moment, and there's a reason why a lot of things have changed. So what's going on needs to be talked about, and it's something that I've noticed. And I was wondering what's going on with social media and why engagement seems to be dropping off, why a lot of people have been turning away from social media lately. And you might have noticed it yourself. You might have noticed that a lot of your groups have gone quiet. A lot of people are not engaging anymore. But the groups that are really going crazy are the ones with all these bots in there and these AI sort of fake accounts that seem to be sharing information. There seems to be a lot of intel still going on 3 years after we went into lockdown. 3 years it's been. 3 years. And I remember when our Mr. T, the president of the USA, the 45th president, back in 2016, when he came into power, something really big happened with this alleged underground movement. And this, some people would call it a psyop, and other people would call it a cult. This stuff sort of generated a whole heap of people into trying to find out what was going to happen, when was the social change going to occur in our world around us, okay? And everybody started to try to follow the breadcrumbs. They wanted to work out what was going on in the world around us. They wanted to work out when were the political leaders going to be taken down? When was there going to be justice? They kept waiting for these dates, and they kept looking to people like myself, and they kept looking to people like tarot readers, and they kept looking to people to find out when was all of this going to change. They kept asking for dates. And initially, when I started out, very organically, I really believed that I was helping people by sharing this information and by trying to work out what was happening in this external world of ours. And when I finally got to the bottom of what was happening, and I started to piece things together from people that were in this awakened movement for decades, who'd been trying to warn us about an unseen enemy controlling the masses, okay, they were the ones trying to warn us about what was happening. And still we kept believing the newspapers, we kept believing the articles in alternative media and mainstream media and all these little cliques and these groups that we've created. We thought we were onto something. We thought that we were solving a puzzle. We thought that we were fixing things by learning more about the external world. If we could only just find out what was it that was going on, if we could only be forewarned about what the next big thing was going to be, if we could only get enough intel from secret whistleblowers and from military that had gone rogue. All of these things that were happening in our world have been infiltrated, because information is power. Information is power. And those of us in social media either get punished or rewarded for the information we're given. Okay? And when there is someone speaking real truth, not fabricated truth, not leading you off on up the garden path, not somebody who is trying to feed the demons, feed them with loosh from you, the audience. When someone is feeding real truth to you, the AI, the algorithm, and the powers that should not be punish those people. Okay? They make their videos get squashed. They make their views squashed. They make the ability to find them on social media impossible. And those who toe the line and feed these archons, these unseen enemies that control everything, those that feed them loosh through your attention, okay, they're the ones that get the big views and the popularity, and their channels grow, and more people get exposed to that information. There is a lot of lies in the media out there today. There's agendas of all kinds. You've seen things like the transgender movement. You've seen all of these things, and we believe it's real. We believe it's real because it gets airtime. We believe the intel is real because it gets airtime. A long time ago, they worked out that the information that you think is so groundbreaking and so cutting edge, all of that stuff that you thought that you knew that your family members didn't know about, okay, has been infiltrated by the deep state. They control both things. They control both ends of this information. Do you understand? They control it all. And so it's inevitable that these people who peddle the information that you so sorely miss from me, you want me to give you intel. You want me to give you the predictions of what's happening next. You want me to tell you whether your favorite celebrities are alive or dead. You want me to tell you whether so-and-so, a politician, is getting punished or he's going to be executed. You want me to give you those predictions. And the reality is that nobody can predict those things. But what they want you to do, the powers that should not be, which are not the politicians, the powers that should not be are an unseen enemy. It's an invisible enemy that controls all of humanity. These are archons. David Icke spoke about this for a very long time, and I have, the more and more I investigate this phenomena, I can see it. All of the psychopaths, all of those psychopathic CEOs in the world, big pharma, all of the evil that is done in this world is being controlled by an unseen enemy. And what they feed off is loosh. They feed off intense fear, intense anger, intense emotions about things to do with great drops in your emotion. Okay, so feeling hope, tremendous hope, and then this big drop in your hope. Okay, so every time you get promised a date and then it doesn't happen, that gets dropped, right? And your emotions go all over the place and you feel suicidal. They feed off that. They want you to create your reality through their storyline. And they do it because they're archons. Archons cannot create. They do it through human beings who are creators. And so when a story gets floated out there through intel, you, the observer, creates that story. Okay? You create that story through the whole heap of you, 60,000 people, 70,000 people, 100,000 people following someone popular on social media, spinning a story, okay, feeding you, oh, the EBS is coming again, yet again, okay, these false dates that are floated out there, all the sensationalism that you're looking for. Every time you focus on that, that starts to become created. Your reality starts to be affected by that. Okay. So you are creating the news. It's not them. The news doesn't just happen. The news doesn't happen in the external world and then you're observing it. You're creating it. You're creating that timeline. You're creating that reality. We need to keep reminding ourselves that that's what's happening. This is why I changed the way I do my channel. And it might not be popular with any of you. Okay. This might not be popular. But the reason why I do it is because it's absolute integrity. I would not be able to sleep at night if I, after all these years of having this channel, of waiting for the big date to drop, of waiting for Trump to come back, of waiting for gold to skyrocket, of waiting for Bitcoin and all of XRP to finally gain in value. If I had to sit there and wait for that and keep giving you hope and keep making sure that my cards gave you hope, I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. I wouldn't be able to live with myself. Because that's not how the world operates. It operates from you. It operates from what you're focused on. It operates from you creating your world from within. I've said it from the beginning. You've got to go within. You are feeding these enemies, these invisible enemies, not the politicians, not the mainstream media, not Big Pharma. You're feeding the invisible enemies that have got us all under control. And what my mission in life is to expose to you and to help you to understand, to bring it back into reality, for you to understand that the reason why there is so much mental illness, why there is so much disharmony in this world, why there is so much Wetiko, is because there is an invisible enemy. There's an invisible enemy called the archons, the jinn, the demons, the entities, the AI. They work hand in hand and they make you believe thoughts that you think are your own. They control and puppeteer the people in the media. They control and puppeteer a lot of the people in the truther movement. And those without a conscience, those who don't care, they just want followers, they will keep parroting this false narrative to keep you engaged because their controllers are the archons. My controller, my ruler, the person who created my soul, source God, is not an archon. And if you want this world to change, you go within and you tap into your source creator, to God, the God of all things. Okay? Until you understand that you too are a creator and you are from source and you have that spark of life within you. And you don't need to wait for intel to drop. And you don't need to wait for dates to happen. Until you understand that, you will never be free. This world will never change. We will never get the world that you want. We will never get to 5D. How do these people live with themselves after all these years, all these promises? How do they live with themselves? How do those people with channels, with big channels, keep repeating the same crap? He's coming back. Oh, he's coming back. How do they live with themselves? How do they keep feeding that to you? How do you keep buying that bullshit? You keep buying that bullshit from all of them. Oh, let's pull out some tarot cards. Let's see, is this person getting executed? What's the next drop? EBS? When's it happening? Oh, please tell us with the tarot cards, when's EBS happening? How long ago were you promised that? How long ago did you believe that was going to happen? How long ago did you believe 10 Days of Darkness was going to happen? How long ago did you believe that a certain politician was going to come back and save the world? How long have you been waiting? How many tarot readers and psychics are you going to listen to? It's going to happen next Monday. It's going to happen next month. Oh, it's happening anytime soon. What's next? When's it going to happen? Are you waiting for that? Did you switch off my channel because I'm not telling you that? I'm not feeding you what you want? Okay? You want real news. You want real truth. You want to be really in power. You want this world to change. You want there to not be any shortages. You want there to be no problem with the economic situation. You want people to be free. You want a new world. Then fucking go within. Go within. Go within. I keep saying it over and over again and you don't fucking listen. Go the fuck within. You don't listen. Why don't you listen? Is it because it's easier to just offload your problems about the world to other people, to outsource, to watch passively? You want a new world? Then you stop watching passively. You want a new world, you stop watching passively and you start creating new communities. You start going within and start working out what the hell's eating you up, right? You don't distract yourself with intel. You don't distract yourself with alternative media. Those channels are popular because we've got a whole bunch of pussies out there who want to be passive and just wait for the news to happen, wait for someone to come and save you. No one's coming to save you, okay? No one is coming to save you. If you want to keep watching those people and making sure that your day's pretty good because they told you so, then keep watching them. But I'm going to tell you this. Why did I stop doing all of that a long time ago? Because I saw the bullshit on the wall. I saw it. I saw it from the inside. I saw it from within the network of people putting this bullshit out there that they're all confused. But instead of admitting to you that they don't know what's going on, you see, instead of admitting the truth to you, the audience, that they don't know what's going on, do you know what they do? They get people on their shows to prove their confirmation bias so that they keep spinning the bullshit. Do you see how this works? So instead of admitting that they are wrong, they will get false information from other people so that they keep spinning the bullshit so that you stay engaged. They will lay out their cards and organize their cards in such a way so that when you watch their show, it will confirm their bias. It'll confirm your bias. It'll confirm exactly what you want to hear. Oh, there's a date coming. Oh, probably 2 more weeks. You might have to wait about two more weeks. Is this what they're doing? Are you still engaged with all those channels that are doing that? What I am saying to you is truth. And I can't steer you in a different direction because this is your journey. This is your journey. And even if you get way off track, okay, way off track from the truth, you will eventually learn your lesson. But this had to be said. It had to be said. I can't stay still anymore. Do you know what's happening now? Do you want to know how shadow banned I am? Okay. Why? Because anyone, and I've noticed this with all the channels that are really high frequency, genuine people, genuine healers, true people that you would love forever, okay, that you will trust with everything that you have. If you need healing, there are people I know that are so incredible, but they're not getting the traffic. They're not getting the views. Their channels are being squashed. Okay, people like Laura Whitworth, people like Thomas Mueller, people like Joanne Dunn. Why are these people's channels being squashed? Why are these healers that are incredible and full of integrity being squashed? Why are there other channels blowing up and they're full of intel? Why? Because guess who they're funded by? Guess who they're funded by? And guess who their invisible controllers are? Guess who their invisible controllers are? Look in their eyes. Look in their eyes. Are their eyes dead? Do they have a spark of life? Look in their eyes. I am telling you, you look in their eyes and they're dead. They are dead inside. Why? Because they're being puppeteered by demons. They are being puppeteered by archons. And that's what rules this world. Not your big wig politicians. You all know that. None of them rule this world. They are all puppets for these other unseen entities, these archons that rule this planet. And every last one of these popular channels are being infiltrated from the inside out through the people's egos by these archons that whisper in their ears. Okay, do you understand how it works? You're in charge of your world that you create. That's it. You are in charge of the world you create, no one else. My channel and other people like me who have integrity, who are going to speak the truth, who are going to stay away from the media, stay away from the political discussions. We give you the tools that you need, okay, so that you can explore your own journey. But if you're going to stay stuck on the intel and the news, and you're going to stay stuck in that passive old world kind of thing, back in the 50s, they switched on the television and let the idiot box tell you what to think. You're doing the same with your telephone. You're doing the same with your internet, with your computer. You're just passively watching and you're accepting everything that you believe. You think that you're woke. You think that you're cool because you're listening to someone who's alternative. But they've been infiltrated too. This is the way it works. Do you see? And the ones that are unpopular, the ones that are being silenced, are the ones that have the integrity. Okay? So it's time for you to go within. I'm going to keep reminding you of this. Okay? I'm going to keep reminding you of this. I love doing readings. I love helping people. But it's been a while since I've done a pendulum reading. Why? Why has it been a while since I've done dowsing? Because it's a very dangerous thing for me to do. Okay, I know there's a big responsibility behind it. And I need to ensure that I explain dowsing very clearly so that you understand how it works. This isn't a game. I'm dealing with people's attention and where they're placing their focus. And if they place it in the wrong direction, if they place their focus on the wrong hope, they could be feeding these demons, loosh. Do you understand how it works? If you want to stay tuned and you want to get truth, then please check that you are subscribed to my channel. Please share this video. Share it on your social media platforms. Get the word out, because I will never, ever, ever fucking be a sellout. I will never be a sellout. Ever. I don't give a fuck. I will never be a sellout. You understand me? These other people, they're fucking sellouts. They are the biggest sellouts on the face of this earth. And I'm watching and I can't take it anymore. I need to say this, okay? Please stay tuned and stay connected to your soul. I love you all. I'll see you later.